Okay, y'all, what we're gonna do today, we're gonna change one of these headlight bulbs on a 2010 Impala. This is LTZ with a 3.9 motor. And what we're gonna do is there's a screw here, you can take that loose, and there's this little latch here. We just pull up on that, just like, look, I've broken some of this plastic before. See some of this plastic's missing. I mean, 13-year-old plastic doesn't really, this plastic's broke, this plastic's broke. I mean, this stuff gets old and super brittle. It's like they make cars worse and worse all the time. So pull up on this, that's what you get, okay? Easy peasy. So I'm gonna go get a screwdriver or a socket wrench or something to take this loose. No big deal. And I already have some bulbs too. Okay, so I went down to my shop and got my trusty little bucket. I got a bunch of tools and sockets and stuff in. It's just easy access for a lot of common stuff that I use. And these are the bulbs that I used when I put one in the a headlight in the driver's side. So these will work just fine. And I don't like to get the brightest. I don't like to get the dimmest. You know, the dimmest ones are the one that looks kind of yellow. But I'm also not trying to spend as much money as I possibly can on a light bulb. So it's kind of good to just get the mid-range bulb and try not to blind everybody that's out there and save on a few dollars. So I got these at Autozone. These are Sylvania Silverstar H11. Okay. Now, when I was getting out of my shop, I did drop this pack. Now this one's already, like I say, this one's in the driver's side already. I dropped it, so I hope it works. Surely it didn't cause any damage to it, so I'll look and see if anything's broken there. But let's hope this goes smoothly and the bulb works fine. Okay, so this one long screw that holds this in, other than this piece that I already took out, this screw takes a 7mm. And that's what this is. So I'm gonna put that on a socket and take that out. Excuse me, did I say I'm gonna put that on a socket? This is the socket. I'm gonna put that on a screwdriver or a ratchet and take that out. That's what you got? Okay, so we are unattached here and we're unattached here. And I don't have any help to get this done right now. So it's a little difficult to make a video and actually do some work. I just want to tell you, see, it just comes loose, okay? There's actually, I think there's a rod up in here that kind of snaps into place. Kind of gonna put a little finesse on it. That's coming out too much here. Come out here. You gotta wiggle on this thing just right, okay? It can be kind of stubborn. Wish I had somebody else to video it while I did it. But anyway, you gotta think about this too. All right, there we go. See, you can do it one-handed. So, it's the bulb behind here. It's a big bulb on the outside. Boom. So that's gonna be behind here. So just take this thing. You know, just like anything, lefty-loosey, righty-tighty. We got a gasket here. Okay, make sure your gasket's fine. We're trying to have this thing sealed, that way no water can get in there. See, there's our bulb. Okay, so the bulb has a seal to where it goes up in the upper part of the housing, and I think there's a seal that goes around this lower part. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull back on this clip, and I'm gonna wiggle this bulb out of here. Okay. So when you pull back on the clip, what you're actually doing is you're just loosening it up from the wire harness, okay? So that pulls out of it, and the bulb actually stays in place. Then that's when you're going to take the bulb out of place. See the bulbs? I'm not sure if it twists in place. Let's see. It obviously doesn't twist clockwise. Let's see. There we go. All right. I can't can't easily see. I think I can see there. See where the spring part is? The connection's burned to the left of the springy looking part. I like that, a springy looking part. All right, I'm gonna put the new bulb in. I took a Sylvania out there, and that's what I'm putting back in there. I used some of this dielectric grease in place of bulb grease. That works fine because that's all it is. So we got a Sylvania bulb. I put some around the rubber gasket. That's going to create a seal, and around the upper part there. Not on the terminals, but around it. That way I'll help keep a seal there to where no moisture or anything will get in there. Okay? So, do all we can to try and save these light bulbs, okay? Put this thing back in. Okay, so when you put it in, put it straight in like that. And turn it down, okay? Then you want to take this and plug it in. Okay, it should work fine. So I'm going to put the cap back on it. It's going to have three notches that those set into, and 3 notches in here. That's in place. Now, this is going to go into a pocket up in there. It's just that square thing right there. That thing's just going to wiggle it back in place. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. I took it out one-handed. Why can't I put it back in one-handed? Is it so easy a one-handed person can do it? Maybe not. Alright. Let me put this phone down so I can put it back in place. The only problem was I had to lift up on it some here to get it in place. Okay? So everything's in but the screw there and the latch, and then we'll put the headlights on, make sure it works. Look, we have light. Alright. Job well done. We'll go cut that headlight off, and we'll put the screw back in and put this piece back on. So I usually like to put the screw back in place first. As you can see right now, it doesn't really line up right. So, see the screw hole doesn't line up right. So I obviously don't have something right here. So I gotta wiggle and finesse this thing to get it back in place. Okay, so this thing not being in place was really easy. So we just got to wiggling on it, and if you push on the upper part, see it's sitting down on the bumper too low. It's sitting up against the bumper. So kind of got to wiggle on this thing and get it to where you can get the hole in it. Because as you'll see on the passenger side, there's a little gap here too. So it needs to be the same way on the, what I call this passenger side. This is driver's side. Anyway, the other side needs to be the same way. So like right now, the way it's just sitting down there on it. So I need to lift up on this some to where I can get the screw hole to line up. So currently, the screw hole is lined up perfectly, and I've got my fingers underneath the front of it, okay? So here's the other part. You take this. I don't know that it matters whether it's this way or this way, but they've always been this way. So you put it down in here. Okay, put it like this. And just snaps in place. Alright, so that way it's secure. Alright, y'all. We got the headlight fixed. So that's 2 things for today. I did the tail light. I did the headlight. I don't know what I'll get into next. I think the 91 Camaro needs a battery in it.
The 97 might too, but I can't find the keys to the 97, so that's kind of a problem. All right, thank you for watching this video. I hope that helped you out in replacing a headlight bulb on a 2010 Chevrolet Impala. Now this does apply to many other years of Chevrolet's Impalas, and I'll put a link in the description of where I went to find out that bulb size, and I may also put some screenshots in this video whenever I edit it, okay? All right, thank y'all. Hope y'all have a good day. Hope this helped out. Bye.